What's up, everyone? It's day 26 of phase 2 of the Live Hard program. It's the end of my day today. I did my workouts already. I did all my tasks. It's currently about 9:30 p.m. I woke up this morning after coming home last night and traveling yesterday. I woke up around 7, I believe. Got my first 45-minute workout done, which was 2 miles on my treadmill. After that, I got ready for the day. Went to the gym. I did a chest and shoulders and tricep workout, basically a push. I've been usually splitting up my workouts, push, pull, legs. So I do all triceps and chest, shoulders one day, back and biceps the next day, and then legs, and then keep rotating that. Typically do that whenever I'm doing the 75 hard or the Live Hard program, whenever you have to work out daily. So there's some days where I'll just do my cardio, and my 2 workouts are only cardio and I won't hit the weights. And then there's most of the days I'll do 3 workouts total. So I'll wake up and do my just some cardio because I'm used to it, and then the weights, and then the outdoor ruck. So back to the ruck. The last few days I was doing basically balcony workouts, push-ups and burpees. So it was nice to get that. I like doing the ruck better, I guess, maybe because it's easier, which is it's still not that easy. Today it was 102 degrees. There was a pretty good wind blowing though, so it wasn't really the sweat was drying on me as I was going. One way I was walking directly into the wind coming out of the south, and then the other way I was walking, away from the wind. So I went the same as I've been going. It's right around 2.35 miles. So got that out of the way. I basically decided to go ahead and do it whenever it was hot like that, and not even though the temperature was going to be like that today. I just was walking outside and looked at my watch, showed 102 for the day. I think maybe 104, or it was 102 at the time. I don't know what the real feel was, but it was probably a little bit hotter than that. Not much though, because that wind helped out a lot. So it would have been bad if there was no wind. But yeah, I'm on day 26 now. I feel good still. I guess I'm in the groove of almost being done, so I'm not really craving anything. Kind of wanted to do a cookie review in between phase 2 and phase 3, because that's what Mackenzie and I started the channel doing, with some type of reviews with different things, and I want to post some more of those, but I haven't really picked anything out. I do have work coming up on Sunday, so I'll be working the day after I finish this phase, which is fine with me, because today's July 2nd, and July 4th, my neighbor shoots off $5,000 worth of fireworks every year. And it's a 45-minute to an hour-long display. It wires everything all up, all fancy, and it's just one continuous show like the city would put on or something like that, or a big event, and it's right next door, so that's gonna be cool. I'm gonna be able to be here for that. I've been here for about 7 years, and I think I've only been here for 2 of them so far. My sister and people usually come over to my house while I'm not here, just because you can just park in the driveway and watch it, and it's pretty sweet. So I'm excited to watch that and do some fireworks of my own, because I live outside of city limits, so I can shoot fireworks off in my driveway as well. What else do I got? I guess that's about it. I need to get Mackenzie's new car registered. I bought her first vehicle. It's not new, but I need to get the title changed over and the tags for that. Her birthday's coming up in 2 weeks, so she will probably be getting the car sometime around then. She has to get her license and everything, and then probably do some more tasks that I have her do. I had her read Ed Milet's book, The Power of One More. I had her read Andy's book on mental toughness. I think there was one other book I had her read, and I'm gonna have her read the Trump book, which I just finished. Yesterday was the last day for the Trump Think Big book. That was a really good book. If you haven't read it or been around it to know what it is, it's called Think Big by Donald Trump, and definitely you can see it's nice to get somebody else's perspective on how they handle things to get to where they are in life. And Andy and Trump are just the way they teach everything is and say everything about winning and how it's going to suck and it's going to be hard and you're not going to want to do it, but you just have to keep doing it, and you have to build momentum and build discipline. It's the same principles. It's just from somebody else teaching it in a different category of business. Andy has the supplement business, and Trump has real estate properties. So it's different worlds, but the concept is still going to be the same. So the main thing I want to talk about today was, as you get like further along into your phases, and that was something I was thinking about today, if you're on the Live Hard, if you're on your own journey, basically you have to always remember what you're doing it for and what the whole end goal is. It has to be, the picture of what you're trying to do it for, it needs to be bigger than just yourself. So if you're doing that, like for me, I'm trying to set a good example as a dad and set the examples for her to basically have something to follow, and other people can relate to me, can follow my example as well, or get inspiration to change their lives. There's been hundreds of people since the podcast on 75 Hard versus Chris Hibbs and Carly Thackeray was episode 665 of the Real AF podcast feed. It's on YouTube, it's on audio. But since then, in March, it's July right now, hundreds of people have messaged me saying that they got inspiration and motivation from the stuff I talked about and how they can relate, and different things that I talk about. Because basically, a little over 5 years ago, I wasn't always trying to get better or do better. It was just mostly just being a loser, and I talk about that openly. And a lot of people can relate to drinking alcohol every day and just not feeling like they're doing enough as a man or as a father. And I still don't think that I do enough, but it's easier to look at where I was and where I am now and see like this is a way better path, and the distance between where I started and where I am is crazy. So there's still a long way to go, but you just have to realize you've already came however far you've came, and just because it's still going to be miles and miles ahead of the way, years ahead of you where you want to be, you just have to focus and know that you can do it if you keep putting your mind to it, and if you keep that picture in your head of what you're doing this for and why you're doing this, and understand that it's so you can set the example for everybody around you in your circle. People need to step up, and you need to be, if you don't have that person in your group of friends or your family, you need to become that person. And that's a lot of the things I talk about whenever it comes to how I just like try to be a good dad, is I try to imagine what I wanted whenever I was 15, and try to become that person and give that person to her, so that way she can not have that feeling of I guess a loneliness feeling, or feeling that when your dad's not there's a feeling. And a lot of people can relate to that, because a lot of people have bad dads. There's a lot of good ones, but mostly I would say, if most of I don't know the numbers, but it seems like most kids don't grow up with a good family or a good dad in their life. And the amount of a great mom that plays both roles. I'm not saying anything about anybody. I'm just saying it seems like men need to do better. And if you can be that example for other people in your life, you need to become that example, and you need to become that example for your family, so that they have somebody to look up to, and as you be their role model. That's what I was getting at, was whenever I say I imagine what she would want, what I would have wanted at her age. It's a matter of, I want to be the role model. I want to be who she looks up to, above like any kind of athlete or celebrity or something like that a lot of these kids are just focused on and are just complete fans over. Like there's a limit. You should, obviously they're gonna like other people and whoever, but you should be the one setting the biggest example in their life, so they strive to follow your lead. And if somebody else is gonna be their example, I mean, you're not gonna want that, them taking other people's advice whenever you're the man, you're the whoever, you could be the woman, but you're the one in charge. So you want them to look up to you the most. So if you're not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, and you're screwing off and you're drinking and you're sleeping around and you're doing all these things, not paying attention to the things that are most important, that's not a good example. So if you want people to listen to you and follow your lead, you need to be setting that good example and remember what it is. It's easy to just get sidetracked and get in the groove of what you're doing. It's just, you gotta remember what you're doing it for and your reason why. So anyways, that's all I got for today. I'll be back tomorrow for day 27. Peace.